In late January of 1959, 9 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute set out on an expedition into Russia's northern Ural Mountains, one of the coldest, most unforgiving regions on the planet. Their leader, Igor Dyatlov, was skilled, disciplined, and determined. The team's goal: reach Otorten, a remote peak, and return with a Level 3 hiking certification, the highest in the Soviet Union. They carried journals, cameras, and carefully packed gear. They were young, strong, and full of optimism. But ahead of them waited a place whose name, in the language of the local Mansi people, meant Dead Mountain. As they climbed deeper into the mountains, winter tightened around them. Temperatures dropped below -20 degrees Celsius. Winds turned brutal. Yet they pushed forward, documenting every step, laughing, singing, posing for photographs beside the vast frozen wilderness. On February 1st, the group reached the eastern slope of Kholat Shachol. A storm was rising, clouds twisting across the sky. Records show they intended to pass over the ridge and camp in the forested valley beyond, but poor visibility forced a mistake. They set up camp on the bare slope, fully exposed to the elements. That night everything changed. Sometime after dark, something forced the hikers to cut open their tent from the inside and flee into the snow. They left behind boots, coats, gloves, everything that could have kept them alive in the brutal cold. Their footprints in the snow showed no signs of panic or fighting, only a steady walk downhill into the darkness. At the edge of the forest, searchers would later find the first clues: the remains of a small fire, and beside it the bodies of Yuri Doroshenko and Yuri Krivonishenko, dressed in little more than underwear, victims of the freezing night. Farther up the slope lay Dyatlov, Kolmogorova, and Slobodin. Their final position suggested they had tried to return to the tent, crawling against the wind, fighting to survive. But the final 4 hikers were missing for months. When the snow melted, rescue teams found them in a ravine, partially covered by ice. They had created makeshift clothing from the others' jackets, desperately trying to stay alive. Some of them had suffered severe injuries, broken ribs, fractured skulls, but with no external wounds to match the force, baffling investigators. Yet one thing was clear: the cause of death for all 9 hikers was ultimately the same: hypothermia, the slow, silent collapse of the human body in extreme cold. Their tent remained one of the most haunting pieces of evidence. Everything inside was neatly arranged, as if they expected to return. Their boots lined up, their jackets folded, a camera on a tripod